Are y'all ready to have some fun? Because I know we are right here on Stadium Court for the Manhattan Beach Open, the second stop in terms of Gold Series events of the 2022 AVP Tour. We're so thrilled to have you alongside with us as we get into men's quarterfinal action. We just saw the ladies finish up on the sand. Hello, everyone. I'm Cameron Irwin alongside Olympic gold medalist and USC head beach coach, national champions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I don't even know at this point. Dane Blanton, of course, but Theo and Kame are coming out on the sand versus Taylor Sander and Taylor Crabb. This is what people live for in the Manhattan Beach Open, Dane.
You're absolutely right on Stadium Court. You couldn't ask for a better matchup. These two teams have met twice before, and Brunner and Schalk have won both of them, so you know the Taylors are not happy about that. And I think we're going to see some fireworks. I'm excited.
Yeah, without a doubt. You got the robots versus some of the most electric guys out on the sand. We've seen Sander pound the ball probably harder than anyone else out here in 2022. We're going to send it to Mark Sherman. Take it away, bud.
Oh yes, oh yes. When I woke up this morning, it was weird. I thought about this. I've thought about this potential match, and it's happening now. It's happening, and it's going to be so much fun. A rematch of the finals in Hermosa Beach. We are here on Saturday afternoon in Manhattan Beach, and let's meet the players. First up, the Taylors, and the first guy coming out of Corona, California. Man, he has had a couple of highlight reel hits this year. He absolutely destroys the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear it for the Olympian Taylor Sander. And his partner out of Long Beach State University, originally from the Outrigger Canoe Club in Honolulu, Hawaii. He is an 8-time AVP champion, but this is the one he wants. Let me hear it for Taylor Crabb. And their opponents. First guy out of Red Deer, Alberta, Canada, now calls the sunny South Bay his home. He is a 2-time winner on the AVP Tour, most recently at home in Hermosa Beach. Let me hear it for Kame Shaw. And his partner, the big fella now with 4 wins in his AVP career, one of the best blockers, actually the blocker of the year in 2021 here on the AVP. Can just take over when he feels like it. He is Theo Brunner.
All right, you heard it. It's a rematch from the finals, and this is going to be interesting. Taylor Sander and Taylor Crabb have yet to win a title together. Could it be that this one, the Manhattan Beach Open, could Taylor Sander take it all?
He absolutely could, and we've seen that happen, you know, first-time winners winning here in Manhattan Beach, and it would be something special. They have to catch fire, and they have to play extremely consistent, and one thing they really have to do is to deal with the block of Theo Brunner.
Mark Sherman mentioned it, best blocker on tour back in 2021. And there he is, right on cue.
Theo Brunner, arguably the best blocker in the United States. He gets it done up there, and when he catches fire, you better watch out. You don't want to challenge him because you'll pay dearly.
Taylor Crabb letting that go. They call him the bug. Scatters across the backcourt. One of the premier defensive players in the world. And Sander earns a block.
Yeah, looked like the sand monster got Brunner there. He looks like a little misstep on that approach, and he was in kind of a compromising position and got stuffed straight down. Oh, he got away with one there. They got to clean up that pass and that set. But Brunner and Schalk are very solid at getting out of trouble. when the pass isn't optimum, when what we like to call out of system.
A little bit more methodical in their approach to the game. Called themselves robotic in how they play. Two of the more composed in their performances. Taylor Crabb does just the same. His play is electric, but he stays so steady throughout any given match. Pushing is Sander, but pushing a bit too much. Net violation.
Taylor Sander, one of those aggressive players, has come from the indoor game, and what he's really brought is that whip of a jump serve. I think he serves the ball similar on the beach like he does indoor, and I think a lot of people are starting to catch on to that and realize how valuable it can be.
4-3 now. The first side switch came Schalk, also an Olympian in his own right, having played for Team Canada. On the beach side, going to the 2016 Rio Olympics. Now an American citizen looking to go back to the Olympics wearing the red, white, and blue, alongside his partner, Theo Brunner.
I don't know if anyone has played for two countries in the beach volleyball discipline on either of the, in the Olympics.
I had another one come up this week when people were asking me about Miles Partain playing indoor and beach in the Olympics at the same time. And I was like, that's an interesting question.
I guarantee you that would probably warrant, you know, a phone call to the federations to see if scheduling would work.
Because,
but
I mean, you very likely could with Miles Partain in the future, him setting for the national team and then also out on the beach.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Taylor Crabb.
And that's what we always say, which direction will Miles Partain go? Because he can kind of ride his ticket.
He didn't have to choose.
To go either way. Well, he's going to have to choose a little bit. I can't imagine playing year-round. I mean, there'll be the lucrative professional contracts when he's out of college. There'll be the national team. There'll be the beach internationally and on the AVP. So just talk about a lot of open doors and opportunity for the young man.
6 apiece now. Brunner and Schalk, Crabb and Sander.
But I do like that idea, Cam. That would be a fantastic story. He could do it. It just would be, would they allow it?
Yeah. These two teams coming off 3 straight wins to get into this matchup.
Oh, risky.
Snapping that back down.
Crossbody low over the net, right past the right arm of Taylor Sander.
You know, it's so interesting. So many teams have gone after Theo Brunner because at the same time, you look at the other side, Came Schalk, one of the best passers in the game, hard to get out of system. But at the same time, Theo Brunner, 6'9". You really want to deal with that?
And double contact is the call.
Double contact, overhand setting call. If you take that ball overhand, it's got to be clean. It's got to come out nicely, and the head referee has a judgment to make. If it spins too much or if it hits one hand first, they're going to call a double contact, and that's what was called. So Taylor Crabb kind of argued his case, and that might help him down the line, but we never see the call be reversed.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And you like the way that Taylor Crabb just snuck that right past the block. You talk about that block being formed at the right time, or maybe just off a half a beat.
And the lead to Taylor 9-8.
9-8 now, Taylor Crabb and Taylor Sander. Taylor Crabb, also an Olympian in his own right. Unfortunately, wasn't able to compete in 2021 upon his arrival in Tokyo, tested positive for COVID. Quick set, and that's an area of development for those two. Continue to add wrinkles to your offense, and that's an awfully nice one.
Little tempo, back and forth. They like to, run front set, back set, and as big as Brunner and Schalk are, it really benefits them to move it around.
Talk about a cushion. Came Schalk has a pillow on his platform.
That was nice. He controlled that. Came right in his lap, controlled it in a nice settable position, and then converted.
What a shot. Falling to his left, cutting it to his right. Taylor Sander, 10-all.
Nice play by him. Brunner, a little bit of sleep there. If he has his hands up and ready, didn't expect that. It's funny, when you don't expect a shot, that's what you get.
I mean, we all know and expect that that ball's coming, but it still is impressive.
That's a bomb. That's that indoor type of serve that I'm talking about, where he just unleashes it, and sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. That was a thing of beauty.
.11:10 into the technical timeout. Take a look at the beautiful stadium court here in Manhattan Beach. We've got a couple courts in action just adjacent to the stadium masterpiece. These bleachers have been filled all day long. Don't get up because you won't get your seat back. And of course, I mean, what's Manhattan Beach without Pound Town, Dane Glenn?
Where's Pound Town?
Right there.
Wow, I want to get one of those and take it home. Where would you find that?
Pound Town. I think we can make your way right over that direction.
Are they direct distributors?
Oh, you gotta love this too. This is a look at the men's bracket. We have Brunner and Schalk versus Crabb and Sander. That's out on Stadium as we speak. And then of course Allen Caspear. They're also finding themselves in that quarterfinal as well. Those will be coming up on Stadium court coverage. Push set way outside the antenna. Nice read. Here comes open net. Taylor Crabb.
Nobody in the net, and Taylor says, thank you.
You don't want to be in that position. Taylor Crabb coming in, full head of steam, no one at the net, and you kind of want to put your helmet on and just duck for cover. He absolutely detonated that one.
Stay on Theo Brunner. Airborne was Taylor Crabb. They got to find some more defense now. Awkward angle, no block in front. Check down, some chirps from the audience. Not sure about that handset from Theo Brunner. I thought it was okay though.
It's been, I think the setting has been called a little tighter this weekend, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, especially here on Stadium. I think they're calling it correct, but it definitely has been pretty tight. There's a cut shot that goes down for Taylor Sander. That's as sharp as it can get right there, rolling it off the top of the net. It's tough to consistently beat a team, and as we mentioned, these two teams have played twice, and so the Taylors are hungry, and also I'm sure they've made some adjustments from when they lost those first two, and I want it to happen again.
See the numbers on screen. Aces and service errors. Taylor Crabb, Taylor Sander, 3-1. 14-11 now. Cameron Irwin alongside Dane Blanton. This is men's quarterfinal action. Got Rich Lamborn underneath the umbrella. The volleyball's been pumping. The waves have been as well on this beautiful day in the South Bay. Those two continually looking to develop together. Taylor Sander coming from the indoor game. Everyone talking about him as a blocker out on the beach. What could that look like as you now see the men's champions up on the board? And the name that is missing is that of Taylor Sander and Taylor Crabb from this season. Theo Brunner and Kane Schalk having won Hermosa Beach. They are your #1 seed here in Manhattan Beach. They were in the finals in Atlanta, taking a loss. They also were the finals in Fort Lauderdale as well. Again, took a loss. Won Hermosa. Third in Austin. And last year, they even placed third here in Manhattan Beach in 2021.
Yeah, they've been knocking on the door. I mean, everyone is in agreement. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when the Taylors win on the AVP Tour. Winning internationally now, that's a different story. That is going to be an even bigger challenge, I think.
Oh, Taylor Crabb wants that back. Had the open net. That's a tough ball coming over the shoulder, but I like the rip there from the bug.
Yeah, you got to be aggressive. That's why they've gotten to this point.
Ooh.
Like that. Nice control, little downshift, little change up. Kane Schalk was in the right position, but Taylor Crabb took so much off of that one. He's got complete control of that ball, Taylor. Taylor Crabb.
One more shot at the semis tomorrow morning.
Option. And came. You know, so many teams have gone after Theo. I'd love to see Kane try an option a little bit more. It's so hard from that right side being right-handed, but he has such great vision.
Yeah, it is hard, and you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're not getting the best shots.
Kane had a nice read on that. He was actually almost too fast.
I think he was. I think sometimes you get to the spot a little bit early and you kind of goof the ball and mess it up, and that's what happens when you're quick. And Kane Schalk's been getting quicker every year on tour. Fantastic defender. That's a really controlled shot right there. Looked nice.
You know it's good when Taylor Crabb doesn't get a hand on it. 16-15 now. Crabb and Sanders still with a 1-point advantage. Theo Brunner, serve and run to the net. Or more so serve and get ready for serve receive.
That's a fierce serve. Just bombing.
Oh, yeah. Well, all he does is a step close, too. On those last, that's it. Toss and step close.
Be nice to have a speed gun on some of his serves.
Ooh, I like that. What a booger, Taylor Crabb. They're smiling underneath. Theo doesn't even know what to do at that point.
That was when Taylor goes through all of his options, sees that there's none, and just throws it low right at the forehead and the elbow.
The bicep. Quick set again. Looks like they're running indoor offense. Like, oh, let's try this play call. Why not?
And that's how it is now, right? That's how offense has evolved on the beach. It's really fun to watch the evolution of all these tempo plays in front and back. And you have to do it because the blockers are so good. You can't keep them stagnant any longer.
Well, and it looks so simple there, right? But the amount of work that goes in to be able to just run a play like that on the beach without really recognizing, like, hey, we're going to have a short ball. Oh, nice grab. And finish from Kane Schalk. The run
That was impressive right there. That was not an easy shot to get. That was beautifully placed by the Taylors. Schalk somehow scooped that up, and then I don't know how he got up and crushed it down the line, but got to give him a lot of credit right there.
It's all knotted up, 18 apiece. Oh boy, 19-18. Taylor Crabb again showing his chops.
That was really awesome, and that's why Taylor Crabb won National Player of the Year when he was at Long Beach State, having to deal with some tall trees.
What a serve, Taylor Sander. Crabb. Now it's Schalk. Set was way off, but Taylor Crabb is not happy about that.
Yeah, it's tough, you know. Yeah, I think he's arguing a little bit about the set. It was very close. I know that had to be a tough decision by the head referee. And then after losing the rally, of course, you're going to give it to him a little bit right there. And why wouldn't you? Maybe it'll help you out for the next one. And this is coming down to the wire here. 19 all.
Crabb up and over, and Schalk is airborne. Huge swing! Sander does it again. Pound Town, welcome to Manhattan Beach.
Well, you kind of knew it was coming. It was kind of building, and he came in and just unleashed that ball just to the left side of the block, and wow, that looked good.
Set point.
Inbound to stay alive, 2020.
No argument there from Taylor Crabb. 20 apiece, must win by 2. Taylor Crabb tries the shot. And came Schalk with the Kong.
21-20, set point.
Defense in the backcourt, defense at the net. Came Schalk bringing it all.
It's gotten very intense here at the end of this first set. Some spectacular plays.
Oh, Schalk with a shot at the set. Quick tempo. Woo-wee, what a set. Came Schalk's thinking about that one an extra second because he had an opportunity to close it out right there.
Yeah, I don't know if he was upset with himself and the shot he did or with the option he was getting with that set. I don't know if he could do much with it. Nonetheless, a huge opportunity missed for Brunner and Schalk, who could have sealed the deal on that last play.
21 apiece. And sometimes when you got to serve like that, you got to deal with the missed contacts as well. Fire and ice. Brunner and Schalk looking for some defense now to close out set 1. And there it is. The right hand of Theo Brunner seals set 1.
21.
Theo Brunner can cause such a difference at the net, and that's what he did on that last point.
23-21. Brunner and Schalk, the #1 seed, hang tough in set number 1.
At Corner Bakery, we're making your choice simple with Choose 2 options every day. Choose 2 of your favorites and turn a simple lunch into a perfectly paired meal. And we're not talking about a few Choose 2 options. Pair up any sandwich or panini, any cafe fresh salad or warm simmering soup, or any pan sauteed pasta. So many kitchen crafted options, so little time. Your perfect Choose 2 combination is waiting at the Corner Bakery.
Dear mainland, aloha. My brother and I hear that most of you only disable your phones when you fly. You call it airplane mode. But maybe you don't have to get on a plane to get away, yeah? Allow my brother to demonstrate. You know what we call this? Kona mode. One life, right? Mahalo.
Longboard Island Lager and Big Wave Golden Ale from Kona Brewing.
Those radio gym shorts that you have from college, they're done. Get them out of here. It's time to upgrade your short game with the one from Fabletics Men.
We love them. Your girlfriend will be stealing these. They're the best.
This fabric fixes another major issue, fit.
It's got this crazy stretch to it that looks so cute when I do my yoga or errands or like literally anything. They're the most comfortable, best feeling luxe-tastic fabric that we have ever worn.
It's the choices we make that define us.
Tryon Trevor is coming off a tough, heartbreaking loss.
And ultimately, the enemy is within. Some people want it, some wish for it, but others make it happen.
Tryon Trevor is super lethal, bringing fire and passion to the court.
How will you take charge?
Welcome back to Stadium Court here in Manhattan Beach for the 2022 Manhattan Beach Gold Series Open. And wow, it's a packed house. Line out the door to get into this stadium. And we're looking at the set one stats, and they were close. Brunner and Schalk a little more efficient. 9 digs as well. Schalk was on fire in the backcourt, and then Theo Brunner, 2 blocks as opposed to 1 on the other side, but those blocks were very timely. They came at the right time, and then all even. 3 service errors, both traveled just over 5,000 feet, and the Taylors definitely talking it over as the matches on the outside courts continue on. Yesterday, all those courts were packed, but we're down to 4 courts here on Survival Saturday. Teams warming up. Looks like Kelly Chang and Betsy Flint, winners in New Orleans earlier this season, and winners just last week in Hamburg on the FIVB tour, as we get all set to go. Set number 2. Set number 1 taken by Brunner and Schalk, 23-21 over Crabb and Sander. Not a lot of adjustments to make. Really high-level volleyball played on both sides. It's just a matter of being consistent in the end. And that ball sails along by Taylor Crabb. Came Schalk. Jump float serve over to Crabb. Crabb leaves it on top of the net, and Theo Brunner really is good at hanging up there and throwing that ball back down. Gotta watch out if you're Crabb and Sander. Don't get put too deep in a hole with this start. You want to side out and get some things going. That ball's controlled, and Theo somehow pulls up 180 and gets that ball to fall. So it's 3-0, just like that. Tight set, and and used at the net is Brunner. He knows he would like to have that one back. It was a tight set. Taylor Crabb pushing up and into the block and tooling it out of bounds. Taylor Sander on the back line rips that one. Nice dig by Crabb, but can't control it. So just like that, it's 4-1. Second set.
And another block from Brunner.
That guy is a reasonable
3 total for him now as he hits that 667 hitting efficiency along with his 9 kills. That's quite a stat line for 3-0.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
Theo!
Oh.
Oh, are they okay?
A little more hustle from you.
That's why anytime you have a situation like that, you get the ball up. If you think there's any chance of that ball being above you, you just want to stay down. It's when that player on the ground starts to try to get up, that's where the contact happens. Look at this beautiful flipper. Stay down. Don't get up. As he's getting up, that's where you clip your partner. And usually something happens where someone might get hurt. That's why you see the thumbs up right away by Brunner checking in on Schalk to see if he is okay.
Are you telling me there's an art to falling?
Absolutely. It's not the falling, it's the don't get up. Your instinct is to get up immediately, and that's where the collision happens.
Yeah.
I've seen it a million times.
I love the fact that we're on stadium and we can hear roars of the crowd everywhere. And woo! Theo Brunner. The block was trying to catch up with him, but I swear from our vantage point, it looked like he had his belly button above the height of the net. That swing.
Theo Brunner's playing some amazing volleyball right now. Not only is he doing what he normally does as a blocker, but he's moving well. And you saw that back flipper earlier off of the soft touch, and he's passing the ball well.
And the hustle play in set 1 as well. You remember that one when he was chasing on the ball next to the ref stand?
Taylor Sander jumping, but a little unbalanced, and he couldn't stop his body from going into the net there, and just gets caught in that net, gives himself up. Wow, and just like that, Theo says, you know what, I can rip an ace as well, so he's doing the most.
Crabb up and over. And that was just a misaligned block right there. I understand wanting to take away the left side of the court, but that ball continued to trail further and further away from Taylor Sander.
This has got to be frustrating right now for the Taylors, because Brunner and Schalk have come out and just really dominated in the second set, doing everything correctly, and everything's going their way as that ball sails out of bounds, and that'll be yet another point.
A little bit more of a concern there is Taylor Crabb and how he came down from that last attack. Looked a little uncomfortable on that left leg. Quick snap, gotta like that.
That's not the switch you're looking for. 10-4. A big hole, but not insurmountable. Come out of that one. Not where you want to start at all in this second set. We're looking for those fireworks, and just one of those situations where they're having a hard time getting a groove.
Can't quite find a rhythm here in set number 2. It doesn't help when you got Theo Brunner playing like that. And again, Theo Brunner.
Bringing it down from the fingertips to the palm and then throwing it up, throwing it back.
He just continues the trek at this point. I believe that is Theo Brunner's 5th block. Fifth block. It's also added an ace to the mix. 11 kills on 15 attempts.
No. Hey.
That's a start right there. That can start to turn some things around. We haven't seen any real errors out of Brunner and Schalk.
No,
so.
one apiece in the first two, or excuse me, in both of these sets. What a platform angle from Schalk. Option. And Taylor Crabb's there. What a play. Again, man, Taylor Crabb is doing so much in the backcourt, trying to keep that duo alive right now. This is a bracket, or a match out of the winner's bracket, so both these teams, regardless of who wins, the loser will have a second shot here in Manhattan Beach. Double elimination bracket as that ball ping-pongs off the hands of Theo Brunner. And whoa! Cowabunga, Taylor Sander.
He is sure an athlete right there. Some of the things that he can do with that quick arm swing are absolutely amazing. Just detonating that ball.
We'll take the technical timeout. 14-7, all Brunner and Schalk here at set number 2.
14-7 now. Brunner and Schalk with a steady lead into set number 2 after picking up set number 1, 23-21. This, of course, being the second of our Gold Series events. Atlanta just a few short weeks ago. We'll be moving on to Chicago soon after. You see the numbers on screen in terms of total efficiency. The blocks is the real determining factor, though, in terms of that number 1 seed. Now 6 on the board for Brunner and Schalk. One of those was the Kong block of Kame Schalk. Having some fun, why not? Playing a little front court defense.
Yeah, both these guys can block if they want to, right? With their size. Schalk and Brunner. And that's a look at Mike Dodd, the legend. Mike Dodd. To the right is his partner, Tim Hovland. Those two guys are basically like the mayor of the South Bay for life.
I like that.
Multiple winners here in Manhattan Beach, and look at that. Kame Schalk, just when things are going well, they're going well, right? When it rains, it pours.
15-7 now. Surprise to this point. The winner of this will move on to the semifinal. Oh, Kame Schalk! That was next level.
Wow, I mean, and the serve was ripped, and you see Schalk act like, you know, it's a regular play right there. Passes it perfectly and comes in and lowers the hammer right there. We're used to seeing those types of hits from the Taylors, not the other side of the net.
I've never seen Kame hit ball. Excuse me, I've never seen Kame hit a ball like that. I can't even find my words. I'm still speechless.
Falling away
You know what's funny is that replay was in slow motion, but it still was incredibly fast.
It's pretty amazing what's happening right now. When you put a set together like this, it's really hard to stop. It's really hard to stop the trickler ace. Now finally the ball ends up into the net, but right now Schalk and Brunner can do no wrong.
Hitting 583 in set number 2 as a team. The ball got lifted high off the chest, and to your point, nothing going the direction of Taylor Sander and Taylor Crabb. You have a great serve, you get him out of system. He's falling down as he's setting that ball from the back line.
Puts it perfect.
And it's perfect.
I think Taylor would take that back and stay up at the net right there. He would have maybe had a block, decided to drop, but maybe wouldn't have been a difference.
We're going to switch sides at 10-18.
10 to 18 now. Taylor Sander needs to find a little magic. And there's a sprinkle.
That's magic right
That's
there.
what I'm saying, sprinkle.
You'll take that any day of the week, little trickler. Get something going. Maybe he just goes on, runs off like 8 aces and gets right back into this thing. Not likely, but I'm sure he's going to try.
Oh, Dave, watch what you say. Watch what you say.
Well, that's two. I mean, you know, a guy like Taylor, as aggressive as he is, he's going to start going for it.
Well, he's just going to start bombing balls at this point. Why not?
So that's 2 in a row.
Is it 3? Oh, no.
It was for sure going to be an
hoping,
ace if it were in. He missed that one just barely, and got to give him credit for going for it for sure.
The last ditch hope. And what a turn, Taylor Crabb. Crossbody with the swing, finding that sideline.
That was awesome right there. Went up, shoulders, cross court, completely fooled the blocker, and then just bounced the ball. 13 kills for Taylor Crabb, 4 digs. Little trouble here.
The middle, and again. And I like this. And right now, still trailing. Taylor Crabb and Taylor Sander are just going to take swings at the ball. Just cut after cut after cut.
That ball. That ball is very close. I don't know if that's in or out, but big wave Dave, the head referee, is going to get off of the stand. He's going to have a conversation here. Be interesting what the call is going to be.
Out of bounds. 15-19 came Schalk going over saying, hey, I still see that ball mark. Looks like it's right on the edge of the line.
I mean, if they could get this to 16-20 on the switch, that would be
we might have
a
something.
miracle, you know, and it could give them life and the possibility.
Oh, and you knew he was just going to swing. Theo Brunner's block.
He tried to overpower him right there. That was either going to be a beautiful bounce off the sand or stuff block. And the way this second set has gone, Schalk and Brunner, everything's gone their way.
It's match ball. Sky ball, maybe not in the way they thought. Oh, Game Schalk closes out the match. Brunner and Schalk 21-15 in set number 2. They were lights out.
It was awesome. That second set was really clean for Brunner and Schalk. That's what you want. That's what you train for. Unfortunately, at the hands of the Taylors, but it's not over for the Taylors, right? They just drop down and they'll fight their way back.
Going on to the contenders bracket are Taylor Sander and Taylor Crabb. The #1 seed now moves on to the semifinals. A place they've felt pretty comfortable in the 2022 season. Having taken several trips to this point. Let's take a look back at one of my favorite moments from this matchup for the White Claw Pure Spike of the day. Yeah, Taylor Sander had a good one, but how about Came Schalk? This one echoed over the beach.
Yeah, it was a lot of heat, and the crazy thing was right after he saved an ace with a spectacular pass.
Again, that's the White Claws Pure Spike of the day, brought to you by the one and only Came Schalk. So the #1 seed moving on here in Manhattan Beach. They are on to the semifinals, so they get to get off the sand, get back, get comfortable, and watch the rest of our coverage here as you take a look at the match stats. Crabb and Sander have some work yet to do. The blocks, that's the big one to me. 7 in total. 6 of those at the hand of Theo Brunner in just 2 sets played.
Yeah, and on top of that, there were some soft blocks that they controlled. But the presence of Brunner at the net was really intimidating, and they tried to hit around him, they tried to hit through him, but it was that block that was the difference.
So Brunner and Schalk end up with their name being highlighted. They're moving on to the semifinals, and then the other side of the bracket that's still yet to be played. On the men's side, Allen and Casey are the #11 seed, looking to move to the semifinal against Crabb and Board. We'll have that coming up on Stadium. But next up are the ladies taking over Stadium Court.